Hey everybody, here we are on a Sunday afternoon. Oh shoot, I took my watch off. Around 2:45 or so. Neither one of us looked at our clocks before we got started. Derek and I are out here at his hives. We're going to do a real quick inspection. He has a new queen. We need to determine if this hive that we're about to flip around for you to see is queen right, or are they lacking a queen, which is what we believed to begin with. There he is, there's the side of his head. So anyway, we're going in to find out, do we have a queen in here or not? If we have a queen, then we're going to do a split, and then we'll come back later and install this new queen into the split hive. And if we're going to do a split, we could actually take frames from each of your 4 hives, at least 1 or 2 of them, so that we're not just taxing one hive. So we've got a plan in place for either alternative. Now, as you can see, I am dressed for success today. I didn't bring my veil or anything, so I'm actually just kind of here for Derek's peace of mind. And as a new beekeeper, this is some pretty big stuff, so he wants to be able to do this, but he also wants to make sure that he's got some guidance in this process. And I thought, well, this would be a great time for all of our beekeeping fans out there to come and learn. So you're going to get to see some stuff. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get in there, and we will talk mainly to each other, but we'll try to address you guys too. Since I'm not doing any of the real work today, I can't tell you how much I enjoy that fact. I'll be able to watch the screen, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to post them in there, and I'll get right on them. Here, I'll tell you what, I'll take that smoker and I can be your assistant today.
There it is, coming in.
I will say that their behavior is queen right. They don't seem to be defensive or anything like that. Correct. Now, did you, when you looked, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or Friday that you were in here?
It was, no, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Did you go through the top frames?
No, I did not go through the
Okay, so let's see. It looks like mainly honey, but that I can only really see the top half of those frames. Let's say this one. Okay. This is close to the center, and let's see if you have any brood in there. We don't have a queen excluder in the hive, if I recall correctly, and I'm looking at it. I don't see a queen excluder. So she may very well have moved up top. It's an absolutely stunningly beautiful day to be keeping bees today. Here. Oh, you got it. Okay, good. It is all honey. While it's out, we're going to go ahead and you don't have to, I wouldn't put it anywhere, just hold on. I just want to check one more frame while we've got that one. We've got some room.
I'll make a queen cups on the bottom of it.
That is normal.
Mm-hmm.
What they are not doing is making queens. So that's good. You can put that back in. And, oops, sorry girls. And then we'll go ahead and move that super out of the way. Yeah, good.
Just got a gap in there.
Perfect.
This bottom feels light, Justin.
It probably is. It seems like they've got most of their food stored up top here. Yeah.
Right here. I found out yesterday, don't try to sit it on the cinder blocks. It picked up the whole cinder block yesterday and dropped it on the... The bees weren't excited about it. Big bang. Lesson learned.
Most of the lessons in beekeeping when they're learned the hard way, are preceded by, oh, shit!
Basically, yeah. You want to maybe start right here because
Yeah. Don't go to the full outside because of your beetle trap. Smart. And you're not expecting to see anything on these frames. You may, but you're not expecting to see anything here. The queen will not be laying much.
I just put this one in yesterday.
Okay.
Because it was undrawn frame or undrawn plastic.
If she is in there, we would love to be able to see her, but at least egg. If we see egg, and if it's not worker egg, I don't think they've been queenless nearly long enough, and they did have larvae to start with.
Seeing all dry on this one. Just pollen.
Yeah, this is a food frame, so you can prop that one anywhere you want to. I wouldn't do that. Like that. Now, they are in the sun, so we don't want to be too long. All right, so you got a queen cup right here on this one. Mm-hmm. That actually may be capped. Let's take a look at that. If it is capped, there's nothing wrong with that. You can actually just, because it doesn't look like it's very big. If you're going to be raising your own queens, you want your queen cells to be big. Okay, so it is a cup. It has nothing in it. It doesn't matter. We're going to destroy it anyway. So,
what is that little white dot there?
Hold on. Let me see.
Can you see where you can get it? Mm-hmm. When you broke it, I didn't see anything in there, but now I see like a little crystal looking stuff.
That's an egg.
Is that an egg?
Mm-hmm. Yep. But now that we've destroyed the queen cell, they'll either rebuild it or they'll cannibalize that egg, which is fine.
Where'd they get an egg from? If this doesn't have a queen in it.
We don't know that this doesn't have a queen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. Now we're getting...
Yeah. And
maybe,
generally speaking, if you have a laying worker, obviously she's not genetically disposed. I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay out of your hive, even without my jacket. But even if... Let's see. What was I trying to say? If you had a laying worker, because she's not designed for laying the eggs, generally speaking, she puts batches of them at a time into the cell, and they look wrong. I'm going to give a little bit of a quick smoke puff. You want me to look at it in the sun?
Yeah, I can't see in the shade very well.
Derek, I don't know where they would have gotten that egg from.
That's what I'm trying to...
I'm not seeing any larvae at all, which means that this is going to be a great candidate for your new queen at this rate. No, you're the beekeeper. Y'all, you're supposed to remind me to let him do this work. And you've got that black plastic foundation. I don't typically like plastic foundation. It's a personal choice between my dad and me.
Take a peek at that.
But I will say that as far as spotting egg is concerned, black plastic foundation is freaking awesome.
Because I looked yesterday and I barely, if anything.
No, man, I'm not seeing anything. A lot of pollen, bee bread. You do not have a queen in here. They've got that queen cup. Where the heck they got the egg, I don't know.
Yeah, flew over and stole it from somebody else.
But they are behaving. Let's just go ahead and check these two. Yeah. But you should have eggs in here.
I'm not seeing what I thought I saw yesterday, even what I thought I saw a couple of little spots.
Nah, I mean I can see it from here.
I think I just seen a little chunk of white, maybe wax fall down in there.
Yeah,
maybe that's what I seen yesterday even. But I didn't think
Now,
I
buddy,
was finding any sign of a queen at all.
you have a great hive. You have a strong hive. You do not have queen. There's another queen cup.
Cells. There's one queen cell we had in there. Doesn't seem like she maybe made it back.
All right.
Have you heard anything about the one thing about screen bottom boards is queens not finding their way back into it? Have you ever heard anything about that? Okay.
We've never had an issue with that.
Okay, I was just curious. Okay.
In fact, all right, let's check this one last one just to be thorough. The only experience we have had with switching over to the screened bottom boards is that we no longer have to worry about them suffocating if the entrances are stuffed for any reason. Yeah. And as a beekeeper, you have to stuff those entrances. Okay. They are able to ventilate their hives. We no longer have moisture buildup threats in the bottom boards. There's all kinds. Every experience we've had with our screened bottom boards has been positive. We've never had a negative experience. Right. You just want me to double check your finding?
Yeah.
Please stop flying around my face. Thank you, girl. They're being very sweet today. I don't want to jinx this. They're being very gentle. Yeah, man. You have a queenless hive, which is, for our purposes, great. So, for now,
we'll be able to get this genetics into these too.
Yeah, and this is a VHS queen, correct? This is they are, for those of you who don't know, they have natural resistances to the varroa mite. They will basically fight them off on their own to a degree. Now, they won't do it completely, so they still rely on us to provide them with... Here, girl, I got you. You let go of her. Let go. I got her. Let go. Quit. Fine. Both of you can go. Right there you go. Yeah, and then just move those two over. Anyway, so they help us in fighting off the mites. We help them in fighting off the mites. And they are bred selectively for that purpose, among other things. And so we're really excited to have VHS in our bee yard. We tend to buy VHS as well when we're buying queens. So for those of you who are still with us or will be joining us later, you're about to see the installation of a queen. Is she in this
shoebox?
Did you bring her in a shoebox?
I wanted to keep her where it was dark out.
Hey, girl.
Too much light.
Oh, and this is candy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Did put candy in. You had candy this time, of course.
So I want y'all to see something, all right? So what we're going to do first, before we actually put her into position, we are going to, I'm going to put her on top of the frames so that y'all can see how the bees react to her. Frankly, so that we can see how the bees react to her. We want to make sure that they don't try to ball her or, throw her away or, kill her or something like that. So, okay. Right down here. They will quickly catch her scent. You can see them. They're already moving to her. They're already moving to her. They are not behaving aggressively. They are trying to figure out how to get to her. Yeah. Yeah, this is a hive that needs a queen. Okay, so have you done this before?
Yeah.
You've installed a queen before?
Yeah, this time I brought a little piece of wire out, or before I just stuck it in between there with the candy pointing out that way and just kind of wedged it down in between the frames.
Yes.
Is what I did on the last one.
Yep, and you want to do that in this super, not in the top super. Oh, I just got bumped in the chin.
Correct.
Not in the...
And I did it right in the middle where the brood chamber would
hey, by the way,
would be.
Though I have 35 years in beekeeping, the man who taught me and continues to teach me beekeeping on Facebook just said they like her. So we are all in agreement. Yeah, look at that. They really do like her. So since I have no gloves on and I'm going to be less risky in smashing, I'm going to pick her back up and try to remove some of these bees from her for now. Okay. And then if you could space some, get your spacing. Oh, I'm going to hand this to you and you're going to install her. But I'm holding her out of the way for now. Give yourself some space.
She should.
Okay.
I'll go one more so
May I make a suggestion that will help you immensely as a future beekeeper?
Yes.
Remove at least one of your gloves. This is extremely delicate work with the queen.
Okay.
And you may get stung. So what? But you also don't want to smash bees.
Okay.
And you definitely don't want to jostle her because you can't feel anything through your gloves.
Okay.
I'd remove the ring too. We'll let your wife know that, you know, it was on purpose for the bees. Yes, there was a woman involved, actually about 60,000 of them. She'll love that.
And it's a true story.
It's a true story, yeah. No, honey, I didn't remove the ring for a woman. I removed it for 60,000 of them. All right, and then just be very gentle, but go ahead and move with purpose. I'm going to, it looks like you need a little bit more space. Hold on just a second. Let me get some of them out of your way. Yeah, and then I'm going to give you a little bit more space. Go ahead. Right down in there. That should be good right there. And then I'm going to move back in. Well done. Now we're going to watch for just a moment and see them go back, start to take her again, start to get back to her again. Now what they will do is they'll send her, it'll take them a little bit because you're going to come back, you know, either tomorrow or Tuesday to remove this queen cage. But it'll take them a little bit. They'll find this candy and they'll start to chew that out. Now the nice thing about having the attendant bees on the inside is that they do begin to chew from the inside. However, it will take them no time at all.
That's the only thing else I've seen where but if you poke a hole in that candy with a toothpick and go too far and kill that queen, you're going to cry.
No, exactly. Yeah. Or if, you know, I do like the candy. However, the last queens that we just got, they didn't have any candy in there at all. Well, the big threat there is that she decides, you know, she's done. And you just watch her fly off. Oh, however much money you just spent flew off. And so you got to be real careful. But see, look, some of them are already on the candy. They're beginning to figure it out. She will let the other ones know. Okay, so that being said, very gently, you want to pick up your medium super there and place that back in. I'm going to smoke the edges.
They're actually, as I said, there's some popped up.
Yeah. Very gently. You did great work for what it's worth. Oh, be sure that screen front is accessible to the bees. Yes, it is, Dad. On the tip of it, they have her scent, and then at the top and the bottom as well, they have openings, so they do have her scent on 3 sides.
Didn't like that, did they? Come on, there we go. Alrighty, Justin.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to flip this camera back around. Oh, actually, this may pause it. My dad is calling. Let's see what happens.